Hi, I'm Maya. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Vista, California, and this is Financial Audit. I will say...
Will you?
Yes, I will. That statement was July and beginning of August. And I told you that I've been trying to make changes since mid-August.
This went to mid-August.
It went to like the 12th. I'm talking like
also known as mid-August.
The 14th. I remember the exact date.
Shut up.
I swear. I swear.
Great. I'm glad that you, just like everyone else, changed habits as you conveniently applied to be on a show where your finances are. That's what happens. And then people go off and then they fuck up still. Unless you actually take a real change and not just a temporary, I want to make sure I look good in front of the internet.
Yes.
Okay? So I don't want to hear it. $251 in your investment account. Okay, so nothing. What are we trying to do here?
I want to get out of debt and be smart about it.
Why do you want to get out of debt?
Because I want to be able to go into medical school in the right way.
Are we going to do that? Are we getting out of debt before we go into medical school?
That's the goal.
$54,000, $364.
At least my credit cards. Because at least with the Green Sky, you know, my parents cover that. And
okay, so half.
And then
probably like $25,000 of credit cards.
I think it's a little bit less. I think right now.
Oh, sorry, I was
12,
calculating student loans.
Yeah, and so I think it's around like $12,000 in credit card debt right now.
When do you hear about this program and how competitive is it? This military thing.
When I submit my application, that's what I'm working on right now. So It's a lot of paperwork. When I submit it, it goes like before a group of people, and then he said I should find out within the month of submitting.
What's it called?
For the Army. Because I think the Navy and the Air Force have one too, but I'm doing it through the Army.
Let's find out.
He said I have a good shot. I'm not going into it banking on that.
It's not disclosed. Typically offers around 300 scholarships per year. How many apply? What was your MCAT score?
503.
Okay, well, you barely made it.
Yep.
Because you need 500.
Yep.
What was your GPA?
3.94.
Barely made that cutoff too.
What?
You were a little better there. It was 3.2.
That's like 0.7. That's not barely cutting it.
All right, calm down.
I only got 2 B's in college.
Yeah, you're right. No. But, yeah, with the MCAT, yeah. Okay, they offer 300. No, you're right about the GPA, but...
And the rest of my application is competitive aside from my
Gosh, they don't say
score.
how many people apply. It's not public information.
No.
And neither is the acceptance rate.
No.
The program is very competitive, if it says, though.
Yes, and
I mean, 300, and in a country of like 350 million people, gosh, so we can't rely on this.
No.
Obviously, we hope you get it.
Yes.
Of course, absolutely.
I'm not relying on it.
Gosh, usually I can I wish I could do something, letter recommendation. Not that they would care about me. I was like, the YouTuber. I'd gift you a course career certification, which I recommend for really anyone, but that doesn't help you here. It helps most people on the show.
I did get 2 more jobs.
I'm going to be working. I know. I'm just trying to think of, I know, but even medical school's crazy. Like, you're going to be borrowing what, like $250,000 to $500,000. So it's just like, we can pick up some jobs, but that's some money. Like, we need some real good jobs working full time to pay for that.
I mean, it's going to have to be a loan or a scholarship.
Okay. Yeah, but you're white, so you can't get scholarships, you said.
There's like a few that I have looked into applying, and maybe I should, but it's only like a few grand, in the grand scheme of things versus $250,000. It's not the greatest. Like, I think there's some athlete scholarships I could apply for.
For medicals?
For like NCAA, like you can get scholarships, for like graduate programs at least. I know one person got it.
Listen, if you're playing the I'm white card, so I'm not going to get a scholarship, at least you're a woman.
I know.
Right? Because if you're going to play that card, then probably you could go to the extreme and say, if you're a white man, you're the least likely. So
that's true.
Playing your logic strictly.
That's true. No, that's I kind of thought about that. I did almost become a
White students receive 70% of scholarships.
Really? Wow. For what though?
Full tuition scholarships.
But for I will say my income, middle class, is the harsh against me.
Sure.
And I kind of explain.
Listen, I'm not fighting against it. I'm not educated on the statistics around scholarships. So when you throw that at me, I'm just playing into your own logic. Like, I don't know. So that's not worth going down a rabbit hole here.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be more people with opinions in the comment section. It's totally okay. I'm legitimately just not informed on that. I really hope you can get into this program. I'm just trying to think. I'm okay. Some people are completely against student loans and all thing. I think if we get a good specialty in medical that we know we're going to be making a good return on our investment, you can take out student loans. We just need to talk about a debt repayment strategy on the other side of it. So I am okay with that.
Yeah.
We can go about it in a smart way.
That's
if you go out and you just barely making your minimums and you just start living a high lifestyle after medical school, or you go in and you're like a, general practitioner and you're not making as much, it's just like, which also that's not necessarily bad, but if you take out a ton of student loans, it makes it much harder.
Yeah.
So there's ways to go about it. Okay, so obviously we want to make you a budget.
Yes.
Put you through all the education. But when do you want to go to medical school though? Because
it's next year.
So
July, August.
So we have barely less than a year to get out of credit card debt.
That's why.
So that's our goal here.
Yes.
That's a good goal. I'm glad you actually have a goal. Most people don't have a goal. This is actually pleasant to hear.
Yes.
Thank you. Income. Can we say? Do you know what it will be? Like, I don't. What's your income gonna be?
So I'm working 7 days a week. I'm working 4 hours each day at $20 an hour with that person through my agency. Then I'm going to be working at a juice bar for an additional 4 hours after that part-time. So that will also be 20 hours, 28 hours for the agency. And that will be with
What
tips.
will your income be?
Oh, I don't know. Like I'm hoping to get to at least over $2,000. $2,000. Yep.
After all that, we're only talking $2,000 a month.
I haven't looked into it. I haven't done the number calculation.
I'm not going to put an income. Let's see what you just need. How about that? Let's start there. I'm not going to include the bills that your parents pay for the debts, but they could come and f you over. So just acknowledge that existence.
Yes.
Actually, I'll show you an if and or but. 660 without them are your bills, but for some reason they stopped paying. Well, on the yard, the car, they want you to take it over. So let's add the yard and the car. Then you're at $1,246 a month. Over doubling it. Okay. Do you have to pay for utilities or anything? Any kind of rent to them? Okay. How does food work at the house?
Me. I am responsible for my food mostly.
You are. Okay. $300. Follow our meal plan. Tweak it to your needs.
I did have a question about that.
Oh, sure.
What would be most comparable to HEB?
I don't know. I don't live there. But just...
or even in big chains, like Walmart, like
and I think
Winco,
like
maybe.
Kroger. Trader Joe's can be okay.
That's pretty pricey.
It can be okay.
Yeah.
It's really dependent on what you're getting. But again, it's just like go on the website.
Okay.
See if you can price out things on the websites because that's how we did our meal plan is using website prices and then building out. You go and you get that brand specifically. TP Fund. This is for all the things you else need to survive. Make up all the goodies. Okay, so good. Car insurance. Do you pay it? Or your parents?
Parents.
Okay, so again, this victim thing at the beginning, like it gets less and less and less empathy.
Yeah.
As we go on.
I'm very grateful. That's why
Phone
it's
bill?
really no.
Gas.
Me.
How much?
About $150 a month.
Okay. And gym?
No.
Gotta be working off them McD's. McDonald's, McNuggets. Anything else that needs to be in your budget? I'm not putting subscriptions. Do you have a pet?
My dog.
How much for pet food?
Probably like $50.
Okay. Do you have pet insurance?
No.
You should. It just saved me literally thousands like 2 weeks ago.
You know, I think I did actually talk to my mom about it, and she said that.
Stop talking to them about money.
Well, she gets vet insurance through her work. So, but she just hasn't been using it. So I told her after watching your show.
Okay, well, I'll put 35 in your budget just in case. Let's see what you need to survive. Is there anything else that needs to be in your budget that we've not accounted for yet?
No.
Obviously, you'll build a more detailed version after going through the program, but this is going to give us just a high. Okay, 1,235 a month. Okay. That's not hard to get. But what's hard is we need to get your credit cards taken care of.